What's up, y'all? This is Glizzy and this Barberson TV. And today we got the start of Glizzy game. I'm going to tell y'all the start of Glizzy game, what happened in the start, the beginning, and the original members and what happened to them and where they at today. So let's get into the story. So one day, it was like, all right, it was my friend's funeral, my friend Ron funeral. I got his name tattooed on my arm, Ron. It was my man Ron funeral. This was my first dead friend from the neighborhood. He died at 16 years old. When he was 16 years old, he passed away. Somebody killed him. So at his funeral, me and all my friends was already in this group called Flat Out Boys. Flat Out Boys was a group in D.C. that like all the little fly youngins from the city, all over the city, we just formed a group and we used to go to the club together and we used to all hang out. We was all in Flat Out Boys. Shy Glizzy was a part of Flat Out Boys too, but Shy was y'all from Maryland, so when we used to go to the club, he used to probably go to the club, I'm gonna say, sometimes he ain't at every function. Like, he not at every function. Just say if it's 10 functions, he might catch 2. But when he do come in there, he perping out. I remember one day, it was his birthday, and he came in the club with us one day. He had a rack of hundreds. He probably had $2,000 and $100 bills, but we was like little kids. $2,000 at that time, he was rich. $2,000 all hundreds, we'd never seen it before. It was like, oh my God, it was crazy. So we was a part of Flat Out Boys, but we didn't really communicate. We was all like a group, but we was all from all over town. We just communicated in the club and on the internet. We wasn't really like friends hanging out every day on an everyday basis. So my friend Ron died, and and GQ seen Shy at the funeral when my friend Ron died. So GQ and Shy exchanged numbers, and they was cool. So GQ and Shy became cool at the funeral. GQ, my best friend. So GQ and Shy became cool. GQ and Shy was best friends first. They was best friends, not best friends. I mean, GQ and Shy was friends first before me and Shy even met. So GQ and Shy used to hang out together. Shy come from Laurel and come over the guys and hang with GQ. And GQ hang with him. They go out stealing clothes. They used to steal clothes like back in the day. They used to go to the mall and steal new outfits and come back and get fly like polo shirts and like H&M jeans. Just young niggas, that's what they was on. Like Shy was on stealing clothes. Like he used to take GQ with him and they steal clothes and come back. I used to be in the hood though. I ain't never go with them steal clothes not one time. That wasn't really my thing. So we in the hood, we chilling every day. Shy were coming around. Him and GQ hanging out. We all hanging out because GQ, my best friend, and he hanging with Shy. We in Flat Out Boys, so it's more so we all mutual now. Shy in the neighborhood, everything going on. One day, Shy and GQ on the basketball court. We all there. I'm there too. Shy and GQ on the basketball court. Shy got this blue Big Burst that he got from the candy lady. I don't know, him and GQ playing basketball, so they get to arguing in front of the whole neighborhood. Now pride is in the way. So Shy like this big, and GQ a fat boy at the time. So they on the court arguing, I guess because the basketball game, they got into an argument. GQ probably was cheating. He always cheat. One thing about GQ, everything he do, dice, I don't care what it is. It could be football. He want to play Madden with all the creative people. They speeds on 99 and all this weird. And he really feel like he beat you. Like he a weirdo when it come to anything. Like he cheat. He just a notarized, guaranteed cheater. Like you 100% sure to get cheated by GQ. Just don't let him cheat you too bad. It's a whole nother story. So he must have been cheating Shy, and Shy was getting mad. I'm just going to tell the truth. So they get into it. So he said something about Shy, like, don't throw that basketball at me or don't do something. So GQ said, I swear on my father, if you throw this basketball, I don't know if it was a basketball or did he throw the blue juice. It was either the basketball or the blue juice. It was one or the other because I remember Shy had the blue juice. That's all I remember, the blue Big Burst. So he was like, throw that basketball at me on my father, I'm gonna smack you. I told you, everybody out here, now they been arguing on the court, the whole neighborhood outside. It's a lit day, it's like 50 people outside. GQ, that nigga in the neighborhood though, like, he just like big homie in the neighborhood, like with the money, like little big homie, like he got all the motion in here, like he the wave in here. So like, them two even arguing is crazy, but it's like they know Shy, his good friend. Shy, he brought Shy to the neighborhood, so they let them do that. Me, I know Shy cool, like Shy be in the house with GQ, we all friends, we mutual, like, I'm letting them deal with that. Let them go through whatever they going through because it ain't really no outside of things. Shy like really like one of us for real at the moment. We've been around each other for damn near a year now. Like he one of us for real. So I just let him do him. So long story short, the pride was in the way because everybody was outside, and I was saying in my head, I was sitting over there like, please don't throw that basketball, because he gonna throw that basketball and he stamped it on his father, he gotta smack him. He ain't even want to smack him. Just by stamping on his father, he gotta smack him, and just by all these people right here, he gotta throw that. So I knew in my head it was going down. I was just wanting to see which way it was gonna go, because GQ can't fight, and I don't know nothing about Shy. He 4 for 11 with a man, I swear, the voice. I didn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. So boom. I just seen out the corner of my eye. It went just like this. Here go the basketball. Boom. Basketball hit GQ. And I just seen Shy face go, pow. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Then when he smacked Shy went back to the ground. But GQ was about to get over top of him and drag him a little bit. But he must have realized it was like Shy, and he's so small you can drag him. He didn't need to do too much. He gave him like a couple rough little moves. People broke it up and all that. So now, I told you GQ, him in the neighborhood. So now GQ, other homeboys in the neighborhood that already be hating on Shy. They already be hating on Shy. Shy be outside. Shy fly. Shy got the money. Shy arrogant. Shy just popping swag. But who he with in the neighborhood, he could do this. But he got into it with the wrong person in the neighborhood. That's the reason he doing like that. So Shy arrogant, they already on his line and want to do things to him. You know, I hear everything. I'm just the ears. I hear everything. But it's like, I ain't really got nothing to do with that this time. We ain't even really all that. So now they try and jump him. It's like 2, 3 other niggas trying to jump. They trying to get up on him. So you know me, I ain't gonna let that happen to him. He's so small. That's like, I wouldn't even let that happen to him. I go grab him out of the pile, pick him up, and say, man, go ahead, man, leave him alone. They left him alone. Now he with me. It's a bus stop, like a V7 bus stop outside. It's a bus stop that take you to Minnesota Avenue to go to around 37. So I picked him up and I walked him to the bus stop, like outside the gate, and I stood with him, but the GQ still coming, and the whole neighborhood come behind GQ. I don't know if they trying to fight him, rob him, or take something from him, because I think people slicing now like, man, we might as well bag him, we might as well do this. But I'm with him at the bus stop. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. So I'm with him at the bus stop. So the bus come, in the meantime, we standing for a minute, the bus come, they parlaying, they bar fighting, but they all across the street bar fighting. They ain't really over there. I'm over there. Ain't really nothing else gonna happen though. They ain't really do too much. So I got him, I put him on the bus. I'm like, bruh, be safe, bruh. I'm like, bruh, be safe, bruh. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you, bruh. He like, thanks, bruh. Thanks, Aunt, bruh. You a real nigga, bruh. And my number, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna write you on the internet. We gonna link up, bruh. Something. And he went off. He was in my Facebook and like the next day, and we was talking, we was cool. We've been mutual ever since, like. And then the rest happened, like. We just was kicking it. We was flat out boys. We didn't want to be flat out boys no more, because it was like, it was all over the city. We weren't really in control of it. We was in like another group, so he wanted to start his own thing. So we just sat in there. We came to my mother's house, and we came up with the Glizzy game. Then he went on about his nonsense and made his Glizzy game. I guess he told his mother, and he started what he started. He went on rapping. When it linked up with 301 Baby, and they started doing their thing, and then Shy came back. When Shy came back, like, towards me, like, when we linked up again, like, we was hanging in the midst, but once we started hanging tough, I was already who I was, and he came back with like a little teeny bit of rap buzz. He had like a song on a song. He been like trying to do open mic shows. He been trying to become a rapper. So you know me, it's my homeboy. We locked in. I got you, bro. You rap, I be security. Get rich or die trying. The rest is history. That's how I'm here today. But back to the story. So now he a rapper. He becoming a rapper. He did all the open mics. He did everything. Now he becoming a rapper. He blowing up. He getting local publicity. He getting everything. Like he like in the first wave of rappers in the DMV. So it's another dude named Mikey B. He from Qualls. We used to get into it with Mikey B on the internet. Like, Mikey B used to be like another little fly young nigga that was in the loop. So we used to argue with him and get into it with him. But we argued with him and got into it with him so much, he became our friend. It was like some little kid beef. We used to troll. This before trolling. We used to say stuff to him. He say stuff to him. But we done got into it for 10 years. Like, not 10 years. Just say like 5 years so much we became friends. Like, because it was like, bro, what are we even beefing about? This wasn't no guns, wasn't nothing. We don't even know what the beef was about. So Mikey B became my friend, became Shy friend. On the internet, we all linked up. And he was Rose Glizzy, the third Glizzy. So now we made him the Glizzy gang. So now the Glizzy gang got all this going on. So now we're going to introduce it to the world. We had like Facebook or MySpace. I don't know what it was at the time. And we ain't never give Scrap a shout out, man. Scrap was the first one put us on camera ever. So I like to give a shout out to Scrap because nobody never gave him his credit. He the first one ever put us on the camera. He believed in us. He was our manager, like our first manager ever of the Glizzy gang as a whole, before it was like super big or blew up. So long story short, that's when he was up and coming, when Shy was up and coming, nobody believed in him. Like, he had the squeaky voice. People was like, nobody, you ain't gonna be no rapper. Nobody listen to that. Nobody ain't like him or nothing. So he had to think of a strategy. His strategy was he just gonna diss everybody and go against everybody. Because at this point in time, the rappers that was in the rap game, they street credibility couldn't mess with me and the rest of the people that was around Shy and what he had to offer. So it was like, we can bully our way in the game, bro. You just lead the way. This is all his thinking, though. One thing about Shy, you got to give him his credit. I can downplay him as much as I want to. That boy is smart. Is like he think he know the next move before it happen. I watch him start with nothing and mastermind his career to where he at today. So if I had to give him any type of credit, we got to say he is a GOAT. In my book, he is a GOAT. As far as the music and watch from scratch to what he accomplished, you can't take that from me as a GOAT. All that old Shy Glizzy, I grew up on that old Shy Glizzy. So now it's just me, Shy, and Rose when nobody believing in him. The open mics when he got paid to perform and all that. So now he go get another manager, a manager that can help him, like 301 Baby come around and help him. And Shy end up getting a little bit of push from Baby. And when Shy got the little bit of push from Baby, it made him look a little bit bigger. So as he looking bigger now in this neighborhood believe him. He Shy Glizzy, he popping, he from 37. He already was outside on the block, but his neighborhood wasn't coming to the shows with him at first. It was nobody from his neighborhood in Glizzy Gang. Like when Glizzy Gang started, nobody from 37 was in Glizzy Gang. Nobody from the Gazas was in Glizzy Gang. Nobody from Quad. It was just me, Mikey B, and Shy. It wasn't even no three. So Shy end up linking up with Baby, and then after him and Baby blew up, got him to the next level, Shy started interfering with his neighborhood. Like now he on a new level. He like being seen. So now his image, he got to show his neighborhood. He got to be on the gangster time. He got to be in that time. So that's when his neighborhood played a role. That's when he gonna come around and start shooting videos in his neighborhood. Now the neighborhood started loving him. He faked like he was giving back to the neighborhood, like putting them in videos. This is the first time people ain't know what Glow or Clout was. They was loving this. Like in a rapper video, like we ain't know what everybody shoot videos on the block now, but he was the first one coming around with a camera. This was going on YouTube, 100,000 views. Every man, we a fake be your friend. Like you fake love him up when that camera come out. So the whole neighborhood behind him now, it's like now he got his image. Now this image is he Shy Glizzy. We all built it. Now he got the image, he built it. Now he in this neighborhood. Now it's like his neighborhood. So now I hang with Shy in this neighborhood, and he hang in mine from time to time. Now it's like at first it was just my neighborhood. Shy was hanging in this neighborhood on his own. So now it's like we flow neighborhoods. Sometimes I'm in here, sometimes he in mine. He in here by himself, I'm in mine by myself. But we always link up. Everywhere he move, I'm there. So one day, some homeboys from his neighborhood, they was like the muscle in this neighborhood. So you know the muscle, they wanted to get on the mic and be like Shy Glizzy. So they're part of Glizzy Gang. They claim a Glizzy Gang on his neighborhood now. So we end up in the studio and we make a do it video. Everybody in the studio, it's hot as shit in the studio. I'm talking about it's like literally like 100 degrees and everybody had to take their shirt off. But now that I think about it, God be sending you a message. Don't never overplay your conscience. When it was hot as shit in there, it really was hot as shit in there. Because I wasn't in no studio. I was in the oven. I'm going to get to that part. So we in the video, we doing this, we shooting a video, and do it the wild nigga. I don't play with no revolvers. That was my best video. That was my breakout video when I got my own fan base, when I realized I could do it on my own. But I wasn't even no rapper. Shot like, man, go to the mic and say something. I'm like, all right, I'm a diss Fat Trail. Him and Chief Keef out here talking about they Russian roulette. I don't play with no revolvers. Fat Trail don't know. I've been dissing them for years. That was a hidden gem right there. So now I'm in the studio. Shy got his friends from his neighborhood. I'm gonna show y'all the video. These guys came out a couple years later. They was on paperwork. Like, they told on murders. Like, they got people 20 and 30 years, like, on murders, like, informant types. Like, they some guys from Shy neighborhood. So, like, I don't know. So when Shy heard they was hot and they paperwork came out, they just disappeared. He just no played them. Baby Boy Glizzy and Plies Glizzy. I'm not really sure. They might be brothers. I heard they was brothers. I don't really know because Baby Boy got locked up a little bit right after that. And Plies paperwork had came out. One day I was with Shy and everybody was saying Plies was hot. This guy named Rambo was saying Plies was hot. He had his paperwork. I didn't know who Rambo was at the time. Rambo had went to jail and was like, Plies hot, he gonna bring the paperwork. So when Plies came home, he had the paperwork. He was on the Plies Glizzy paperwork party. Like, that shit was going to everybody did. So it ended up to Shy. Shy ain't even called Plies and tell him he heard he was hot on nothing. Plies had some at Shy's at the time, because Plies on security time with me. Plies with me, we on security time. So Plies had something to Shy. Shy was so devastated behind the Shy, he didn't even get it back. He just straight let Plies keep it. Like, go ahead, bro. I ain't even dealing with you, bro. Straight never called Plies. I ain't see Plies Glizzy a day in my life since that day. And everybody just say he hot. And everybody know he hot. He still live on 37. He go hard. Like, he'll go hard rat. So, like, they ain't even gonna play with him out there. They said he coached Marshall Heights now, and his name Coach John. But, like, he out the streets now anyway. I ain't got nothing against Plies, man. Well, I ain't in the streets myself, bro. Civilian, bro. I'm a Samaritan, bro. I understand. What else? So now they hot. So now they got kicked out the picture. So now it's just me, Shy, and Rose again. And we got Snipe Glizzy. Snipe from uptown. But Snipe got in it because Shy used to see Snipe out and about, like in go-go's, or see him around the town. Snipe was like an older guy. He had all the cars, the motorcycles. He had the name in the streets. So Shy, that's how he built this dynasty. He built this dynasty off everybody with the name in the streets. The names in the streets gonna give him the power. Once he got the power, his neighborhood gonna run behind him. His neighborhood added with the power. They got power too. He unstoppable. That's exactly what he did. I get it now. So Snipe from uptown ended up coming around, and Snipe was in the Do It video too. They put out some sexual allegations on Snipe that he be doing stuff with boys or something. Like, he was in jail. He did a lot of time in jail. He did something with boys. So Shy ended up stopped hanging with Snipe Glizzy off them allegations. But I never seen no signs of him doing nothing with no boys. I heard it, but I never seen it. Nobody never proved it. I can't prove anything. I can't put no stamp on that. I'm not verifying that or nothing. But that's the reason Shy stopped hanging with Snipe, because it was some boy allegations, and he never told him. But we used to see Snipe. It used to be so weird. Shy never told Snipe he wasn't Glizzy gang. No more. He never said nothing. He just straight cut him off. Snipe used to come to the video shoots, drive past, uninvited, just be outside, walk up, dap Shy, don't say nothing. But you know, I still dap Snipe up. Snipe, man. Snipe ain't never did nothing wrong to me. So they ended up cutting him off them allegations. So now Shy is back to just me. The guys he added was hot, and the guy from uptown had the wild allegations. So now it's back to me, Shy, and Rose. So now Rose Glizzy hanging out with us. It's allegations that he had his paperwork come out. So before his paperwork even came out, this the kicker. He got a Rose Glizzy baby mother. I ain't gonna say her name because she living her life, because he got a lot of baby mothers. So now y'all gonna have to think. Rose Glizzy baby mother was fucking Shy at the same time. We was all in Glizzy gang. Shy was fucking Rose baby mother. Shy was fucking my girl too, bro. Shy's the best that ever did this. I ain't even mad though, y'all. Ain't how I learned the lesson from that. I got his ass back though. I don't know about Rose. I got his ass back twice. I'm telling you. I be feeling like it now. I'm telling you. If you know who you is, you know what you doing. We can bump again. You hear me? But yeah. So Shy was hitting Mikey B baby mother. That's Rose Glizzy Mikey B. That's his nickname. So they get into it about that, and in the midst of that, he couldn't really get into it. I was kicking him out of the Glizzy game about his baby mother, so it's just like a salty vibe. He was looking for something to kick him, but they were saying Mikey B was hot. Mikey B paperwork ended up coming out. So Mikey B paperwork came out, or they was ended up saying he was hot, and Shy was his baby mother. So they started arguing about the baby mother shit. Shy kicked him out of the Glizzy game. That's how Rose Glizzy disappeared. His paperwork came out, he hot, rat. So now he out of Glizzy game. Now it's just me and Shy. So now Shy is thinking like, he in the Glizzy game. Now his power gone. All he got is me and what I come with in his neighborhood. But it's like he lost players. Now he got to fill in these roles. That's his little brother. Now, at that time, we growing up getting bigger. But there's years going on, so he got a little brother named 3. 3 was young at the time when he started out, so 3 growing up. So now 3 old enough to come outside. Now 3 Glizzy gang. So now out of 3, he go uptown. He got to replace Snipe. So he ain't go real far. He just went to Snipe neighborhood, found Goo, same neighborhood. Same thing going on. So he found Goo to replace Snipe. And then he realized it's bigger than the DMV. He can go farther than this. He went out Maryland and found 30 Glizzy. So now that's how they form the new Glizzy gang. And then after he got him, he met Taliban. I don't know. He met Taliban at the water fountain, y'all. I don't know where Taliban came from. Taliban was born in Juma. I'm telling you. I don't know where he came from. It was two Allahu Akbars and he popped up. I'm just here to tell you, I don't know where he came from. Send me Allah Holy Man, hand me that, because I don't know. I don't know where he came from, but I'm here to tell you, he popped up at Juma, and then shots started hanging with him, and that's the Glizzy gang. But in the midst of all that, y'all already know the story I told y'all how the Glizzy gang broke up. In the midst of, before that Glizzy gang got formed, I was the last one left as he was forming all that. And his friends end up robbing somebody from my neighborhood. Y'all know that story. If y'all don't know that story, it's on my YouTube channel. It's like the 100% real story how Glizzy gang broke up. And then once you see how they broke up, that's how I got out of the picture. Then when I got out of the picture, them guys I say he recruited, that's the whole new Glizzy gang. But I'm out of the picture because I did nothing to nobody. It's just his neighborhood robbed my friend. I stood on loyalty. Y'all know that shit wasn't supposed to happen. Me and the guy who it even happened with, we laugh about it to this day. I tell him, you broke up Glizzy gang and all. We was getting into it back in the day, but I got a respect for him. He got a respect for me. You feel me? Like, he got to respect me. I chased him broad day at the ice cream truck. You feel me? But I got a respect for him too. Good dude. Like, I can't really say with him, but he know he do his thing too. I call him Boogie because he do be trying to boogie. One thing about him, he do boogie. Chill, do boogie. You hear me? Give him a little credit, a little tough as nails, man. One thing about you, you tough as nails, shorty. I definitely give you your credit. But so yeah, so now I'm back in my hood because what happened between my little man and his little man. So now it's like he got to train all of them to go against me. But me, as I was going, I know everything. I know all about everything. They know about me. They watch me growing up with him. They fans of me too. They just can't be it because they boss, like, you know what I'm saying, they owner, whoever fly them out and pay their bills and make sure they okay, don't agree with it, so they can't go against their word, but they know. And that's how the Glizzy gang formed, and that's how the Glizzy gang ended. I'm the real big Glizzy, if you ask me. Shy gon' ball.